Hi everyone, it's Open House Thursday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Murayo Afolabi Brown. As always, I have my lovely co-host with me. Hi ladies.
Hello, Murayo.
How you guys do? YK in the building. Love the shoes.
Kike in the building.
Yes,
oh,
right, yeah.
So Kike in the building.
Okay, look, YK, are you sure a 30-year-old will not go and start chasing you like this?
Someone chased me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the petrol station on Monday.
Yeah?
And I was not even looking my best at all. I was not even feeling myself that day. And he came with this honking. So
Yeah, 60.
he now got out of his car. You are beautiful. I
Yeah.
said,
YK, does he know you're going?
That's his grandmother.
You are looking at 60 like this.
So that's his grandmother.
YK, what did you now say?
Tell me what
What's
you
your name?
told
I
me.
said, my name is Jumoke.
Why
For
you
real? And what then happened? YK, you have to finish this gist. What happened? Did you give him your number?
Then he says, give me your number. So I gave him my number.
You gave me your number, YK.
Because I know I will never pick
The
it now.
comedy continues. So yeah, now.
He has been calling me. I didn't pick it. Luckily I have Truecaller, so Truecaller will just show me. Just say, don't enter trouble that is not your own.
He wants to die quickly.
YK, for you to
If
even give your
his
number,
address.
I'm disappointed in you.
No, you see,
what was he supposed to do?
Give him a fake number or something.
But he's going to dial the number immediately there
You
now.
say it's switched off or something.
No,
Like,
don't
sure,
mind
have fun.
Murayo. I think it's
Anyways.
immature to give you a fake number.
It's Thursday, YK.
I could have given him my
Give him your
number
real
that I
number,
don't
then you
pick.
block
Oh,
him.
your PA's number.
I don't have a PA.
I usually give them my
Secretary,
office number.
someone.
My office
I
direct
don't
line.
know your number of
I'll give it to you.
by
you,
heart.
So you can hi, sorry. How you doing, Nima? What's
I'm
up?
very well, though. This holiday thing is not working at all.
With the kids, right?
It's not easy.
My mother's wanting me not to complain about my children again.
I almost
Go ahead.
carried my daughter to work this morning because my girl is under the weather and I just had to put her together. She thought she was going to work. The way I got her dressed well and everything. Okay, now you go and join your brother at his own minder's place. She was not like, in that your office, I would just stay in the makeup room and make my daughter's hair. I'll be a good girl. I felt bad. But really, it's not, I don't know how to manage. I just wish school would
Just
do
get them
so
on summer
quickly.
school or something. Like,
She's in summer school, very busy. She will finish class in the morning, go to her skill
it's even the
acquisition in
question. They will now
afternoon,
start asking questions.
and then her Quran
Everything,
memorization
why?
at night.
I don't know what is wrong with all of you. I really am just confused. Your children are home. You should be happy.
And I'm at
Do
work.
you know that those of us that don't have small children, how we are grateful to
YK,
God that there is no traffic on the road?
And there
Okay.
are some people praying to have
I'm
those
one person
kids.
extremely grateful to God for that. Always.
Yes,
But
now.
I worry when I'm at work how they're coping when I'm not there. So if you have a structure, they're in school, something is happening, Usana usually would come in the morning, she's with her.
God knows I'm
I
thankful
hope
for my
the
children.
holiday lasts for another 2 months. So that there
No,
will be
if I was
traffic.
at home, like today, if I was at
No
home,
traffic.
perfect day.
I'm happy that they're around. It's just that.
No, I love to spend time with my
I
children.
left
Praise
my office
God.
very late on Wednesday. Normally, I would want to leave at 2 o'clock so I can get home before the...
Right.
I left about 4.
And they'll
No
still
traffic.
Kike in the building. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
The guy's not here to sing your song for you.
I know.
How you doing?
I'm
I
well.
can help her.
I'm grateful to be here. And I agree with Nima that work-life balance can be extremely challenging.
It is.
And having toddlers, I think I should use this opportunity to sound out to my mother, because when people see me, I think most people forget that I'm a mother of 4. And
I thought you had 3 children. Oh, 4.
well, by marriage, I have 4, and I have 2 toddlers,
Right.
and it's been extremely challenging. The reason why I'm not feeling it is because I have great support system, and my mother is one of them. So, and Sunday was her birthday, so I'm using this opportunity to say
Happy birthday,
happy
mommy.
belated birthday, mom.
Yes, mom.
I love you. I know I don't show it more often, but you mean the world to me in recent times. So thank you so much for being there for my family.
Great stuff. Your mother.
Your mother?
Take care, baby.
Excuse me, I forgot to greet you people. Epu defection.
Yes, so every the camping. Yeah.
Eku, what's the other one I do now?
Grasshopper.
We have to go. It's Thursday. Okay, let's go on a break. It's Thursday. We're gisting all the way today. There's nothing serious. We're going to breeze through the front page of the newspapers because everything in the papers is politics. Goodness me. Asaraki this, Saraki that, Akpabio this, Akpabio that.
Nigeria.
Anyways, we're going to break. We'll be right back. Right, thanks for staying with us. We're going to go through the punch very quickly. National Assembly invasion. Saraki APC reps demand probe. Picture here of customs seized 2 billion naira contraband in 2 weeks, some of which is the tramadol and I think cannabis. Senators planning to impeach Buhari, Tinubu alleges. Man kills Lagos driver to date his girlfriend. Pregnant women in Bayelsa to get 70,000 naira as incentives. That's even more than a minimum wage.
Abi?
Governor's Forum tackles EFCC over frozen Benue accounts. INEC budget. Senate may meet next week, says Yakubu. Court declares Adeleke as PDP candidate for Osun. You know, I forgot to read that story.
I read
You have
it
the story.
too.
Very
More
good.
than half the story.
Akpabio, 4 lawmakers, 2 commissioners, and others defect. All right, let's take the human interest. Who has that story?
Yeah, I have that story. It was Abraham. He'd been receiving text messages saying he should leave his girlfriend. He has a 17-year-old girlfriend called Elu. And anyway, he went to his mother-in-law to be's restaurant and was eating when gunmen came in, picked him up, shook him, knocked his head against the wall, and then shot him at close range in the head. Of course, he died immediately. The police, he was sitting at the table with his Oga, the conductor, and his Oga, the owner of the bus. And now the police, those ones are under arrest. Nigerian police have arrested
4 people have been arrested.
People at the location.
and
At the scene of the crime.
Once you're inside, you're arrested.
Yeah, arrested.
But
and the girl who says she didn't have any other boyfriend with her. He's the only boyfriend that she has.
Sorry, at 17, were you having boyfriends?
Strange things happening
I
these days.
think in
Actually,
recent
17.
in the world we live in today, you find out that at the
14.
age of 14, 13, a lot of people are into a relationship, and it's amazing
Actually,
what
17,
we
I think I had
parents
a
are actually
boyfriend.
doing.
Thinking
At
about it.
17,
No,
and at 17,
I didn't have a
boyfriend.
But some people were
I can't
married.
remember that far back.
I didn't have a boyfriend at
It's like
17.
it's a long
It's
way
a
back.
long
We
way
understand.
back, 40 years ago.
Let's move in.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the nation. Presidency, PDP aspirants can defeat Buhari in 2019. 8 held as customs seized 2 billion naira codeine. National Assembly may reconvene next week for INEC budget. No rift in government over Daura sack and 15.3 billion naira debt stolen 9 mobile. Okay, who has a codeine story? Nobody read that story.
No.
The customs actually just held. They were able to intercept, I think between July 25th and August 7th, they've been able to intercept
More codeine.
lots of
Like Jumoke
codeine
says.
and the tramadol, and also even SUVs, vehicles, luxury cars that were impounded
As
from
commendable as
smuggled in.
codeine seizure is, they should also look into the cause of drug abuse.
Should we take a National Assembly story? That's
So
the Mary Convene. Do you have that story?
No, I have the presidency, the PDP.
We'll talk about it. That is all over the
Okay,
papers.
all right.
Let me talk about the National Assembly is saying that they might reconvene next week. You know, because the president actually had sent a budget of 200-something billion naira. So they're saying that it takes about 6 months to actually get the equipment and stuff they need for the elections. So between now and next year, if they don't approve the budget now, give them the money to make the requisition for it,
One
they
more
might not get it
coincidence.
on time. So that might be an issue. So obviously, I think they've agreed to reconvene next week, hopefully to pass this bill and this budget for them. Let's move on now to Vanguard. Akwa Ibom government accounts frozen as Akpabio defects to APC. Buhari cleared Osinbajo to fire Daura's presidency. They don't want you to give VP the credit, right? Freezing of Benue accounts illegal, and Osun court clears Adeleke to contest. Let's talk about Adeleke, please.
So, Adeleke, yesterday, the court.
Governor, for dancing senator, for those of you that don't know who Adeleke is, he's the one that's always dancing shaku shaku.
So the other contenders in the PDP that ran for the primary elections went to court to say that he wasn't qualified, he didn't have the qualification to go. But they also admitted in their process that he finished from the Eden Muslim high school. And, you know, the court is saying if you are admitting that he went to secondary school, you have not established anything why you shouldn't.
Which is what you are saying.
Which was what I was saying. So
he has results, but just like
the
F9 all
result
the
doesn't
way.
have to be meritorious.
You don't have to pass.
You don't have to pass.
At least you went to school.
Finish school with a testimony and that's it.
So
Wow.
I actually watched on TV when he came out of the court. It was like, okay.
Wait, guys,
He will dance again.
listen to yourselves. So you're you're not supposed to pass again.
Murayo,
Passing doesn't mean
I didn't
anything
draft the
anymore.
constitution. I didn't.
I'm just saying, what does it make
It
sense?
is not that we are just saying it is the law. So they cannot win for it's not I said, did you see him? He danced out of the court.
I'd rather that they establish the forgery.
No, you have
of
to
his-
make it a hot topic.
They
It's not
should
a hot
establish the
topic.
forgery of his diploma from the American university. That's easy, much easier to find because you just find him doctoring a testimonial and even a WAEC certificate from Nigeria.
Okay,
But
let's move on
the
to
one from the
Daily
US.
Sun. Adeleke,
It's
at
easy.
least we know he knows how to dance. Saraki Dogara speak on National Assembly siege. Daura sacked DSS DG under house arrest. EFCC freezes Akwa Ibom's account. Why are dumped PDP for Akpabio, for APCC's Akpabio? 2019 Catholic Church bans priests from endorsing candidates. So, told you now. All right, you wanted to go to have
So I wanted to take the, let me do Daura quickly. So Daura is on house arrest according to the reports in the Sun, under house arrest and, pending other investigations that are ongoing. And I wonder that, maybe because he was a former DG, that's why they put him on house arrest. But under
now
house
they are
arrest.
doing investigation now.
Well, no, it's
DSS.
arrest. The cells that they used to use in this DSS is also good for him. He's a human being like every other person. I wanted to talk about
Saraki?
Saraki.
No,
Akpabio.
the siege, the freezing of accounts of Benue State and Akwa Ibom
Akwa
State
Ibom
yesterday,
State.
pending, while Akpabio was defecting. I do not understand why the EFCC would, without any basis. Now, there's no loan that has gone bad. There's no, there should be a strong basis for the EFCC to freeze a state's account. The report says that they had no such basis. They just found out, woke up yesterday and the account for Akwa Ibom was frozen and that of Benue was frozen. The presidency must force the authorities address these issues. They must force them to do things in a way that is seen to be neutral, unbiased. We cannot continue to play politics with this. This is a state resources.
Right.
That means that
Chairman
state will
of
stop to function.
Sorry, the chairman of the Governors Forum has said, look, that the Benue needs their
course.
their funds because they are facing security challenges.
Yes.
And now that they don't even have money to even... And for me, this is my opinion, why is it that it's states that are not APC states that are... Their accounts are being frozen. So, no, you have to look at it like that. Are you saying
When
it
did
is only
Akwa
PDP states that are
Akwa Ibom is
misappropriating
PDP state.
funds?
It is the ex-governor
Right.
who decounts, not
Okay,
and his followers.
let's move on
not
to
the
the
state
New
government.
Telegraph. APC justifies National Assembly invasion. Saraki Dogara, we are not desperate for power. Couple sells son for 400,000 naira. EFCC freezes Akwa Ibom, Benue freezes their account, just like we just said. Kike has the story on the couple. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, there's a couple in Imo State
Right.
that was arrested on they sold their 4-month-old baby for 400K. And we're told that aside their own son, that there are some 4 other babies that they've also sold too. And when they were questioned, they were saying that because they were going through difficult challenges,
That's wrong.
hence the reason why
Why is
he
he
sold
always
his
using
own. He sold his own 4-month-old baby to buy a motorcycle. So when gathering all this information, I'm asking: is the motorcycle more important than
wants to eat
your own child? Do you understand? What kind of challenges could you be going through that you want to sell your own child for 400K?
As far as I'm concerned, this is
It's
basically
amazing.
a case of human
Child
trafficking,
trafficking,
child trafficking,
yeah.
because
Have we
they sold
noticed that
along
it's always
their...
happening a lot of times in Imo State? The governor really needs to
No,
sit
in
down.
Imo State, it's been forever. They have these pregnancy birth houses where they buy babies. It's happening.
No,
It's
but
happened.
I disagree
And
with
I
you more.
expect-
It's happening in East. Yes, I agree with you. But it's also happening right here in West. Do you understand? It's just because over there we've known those states for kidnapping, child trafficking,
Yes.
selling of babies and the likes. I still heard 2 weeks ago
Right.
where some people were arrested in Lagos where they went to sell their own children.
Right.
I completely agree with you.
everywhere,
But even
yeah,
the cases
it's
that
everywhere.
most of the cases we have here are, somehow linked back to the East and the Imo State. Just the way Edo State had to look into human trafficking and a lot of these abuses and try to mop it
Instead
up
of
within
doing
the state.
commissioner for
This thing has been
happiness and all.
this thing has
They need
been
to lock
on forever.
down
And if you look at Imo State as a case study, it's something the government should be looking into immediately to.
I'm sure they are
to
doing
mop it up.
something, but whatever it is they're doing is probably not enough. They
It's,
need to do
yeah,
much
it should
more.
be
Okay, we have to run up very quickly. Let's just browse through Nigerian Tribune. What will make me leave my position, says Saraki. National Assembly invasion planned months ago, he says. Osun 2018, court clears Adeleke case. So wait, if Adeleke wins as governor of Osun State, so your governor got F9 throughout.
He finished school now.
Just wondering, just becomes
He
governor.
He finished school.
At least he had a pass.
Girl.
You finished.
In fact, I'm tired already. Let's go on a break. It's Thursday.
I don't understand. Why do you have a problem with his dancing?
No. It's dancing. It's like
I-
you're going to dance.
I don't think
dance
I have a
because
pro-
you passed.
I don't think
Don't
I have a
dance
problem
because
with his dancing.
Dance.
But I think when it's too much, do you understand? I don't think
Anywhere.
What makes it too much? He goes to a party, he dances, somebody
No,
video. Wait, let me
he doesn't
finish.
only go
He
to
goes-
a party, YK. At every given opportunity,
He's dancing.
he displays his dancing skills, which there's nothing wrong in it.
He's about to be
but as a
governor.
leader who wants to be a governor, who is going to lead a state, I don't think that you want
There
people to
must be a
reckon with
public
you.
way to
Do you
comport
understand?
himself.
What about,
Excuse
Okay,
me.
it's not a hot topic today, guys. We have to round up. Sorry, unfortunately.
You have to make it a hot topic
Obviously,
next week.
it's a hot topic. So
Because,
maybe we'll consider it.
I'm trying to understand.
We'll discuss it again.
No.
And we'll make sure Mike is on the
imagine if
If he's
somebody-
we have to go on a
If
break.
he's a happy person, he expresses it by
We have to go on a
dancing.
break.
there are other means that you
We'll be
can
right
express
back.
yourself without without
We have
you
to go on a break
displaying
again, please.
Yeah.
That's all we can take on this segment. We'll be right back.
Sorry, but I catch you.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. Being a personal assistant to a celebrity in court can be quite tasking, as they have to handle their boss's professional savvy and personal life, which includes running around, handling the social media page, shopping, screening their calls, scheduling, and all the stuff that comes with it. But in a situation where the PA feels he or she is being overworked, or the boss feels the PA is just too lazy, how can that be handled? We're using the Waje example as a case study. Anyway, joining us on the show is the award-winning actor, Kemi Lala Akindoju. Welcome to the show. To join the conversation, you can call us on 070-806-6814. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. All right, so everybody's going up and down on this issue of the PA, the role of the PA. And people at PA are now feeling like, oh, I'm being overworked. Let's start with you, Lala. What are your general views on when this thing broke? What were your initial thoughts on it?
Honestly, and I'm certain this is not a popular position, but I really think that every job demands hard work. And because you find that many people who are PAs are younger people, there's this entitlement that, oh, and then because I'm working with a celebrity, so you have to treat me a certain way. I'm like, who does that? People working in banks who are going from Igodo to VI and leaving home at 4 a.m. They are working.
Thank you.
And so why the entitlement?
I just
I
love
think-
what she said.
yeah, and-
you know, sorry, because when I read it, the girl said she was sick. 1 month, she worked for 1 month.
Yes.
During that 1 month, she was sick.
Eh.
She took time off. During that 1 month, she wanted to go and have exams. You knew you had the exams, you went to go and work.
Exactly.
You didn't stay in your house.
Exactly.
Sorry, Kike.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And I think that when it comes to working requirements or working environments, there are different offices that requires different office cultures and requirement that is expected of you, the employee or the applicant. In Waje's situation, do you understand, and the PA, I believe that there's a written, what's it called,
Should be a
written
written.
employment letter, whether via email or physically. Do you understand? Where expectations are managed. Because right now, from what I read, she was of the opinion that she had ulcer. So it means that this was pre-existing before she came onto the job. Do you understand? So coming onto the job, our expectations are not managed. And I'm sorry to say this, unfortunately, youth of today are not willing to learn on the job or to even put in their best. Do you understand? All they are looking for is fortune, quick fortune,
in
and
situations
that
where,
fame.
let
Do you
me
understand?
come in here.
And
Kike.
it's, yeah.
In situations where you have people asking young people to go and buy amala, run errands, hang in there, you're making tea. You feel like you're not really doing the job.
Yeah.
And it's all besides what you came here for.
Morayo.
And that's when I said, let me come to Kike, to Kemi.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's the issue young people are having, that give me a job description?
But that's the problem. When you came on the job, when you were hired as a personal assistant, a personal assistant is a glorified house help.
Exactly.
Exactly. So you cannot, if you're looking for a job where in an office you're treated good morning, then resign. Don't grumble.
See, there's a new
and we
trend.
all-
There's a new trend in Nigeria, whether we like to see it or not, where people abuse the availability of labor.
Yeah.
Which is what happens now. So you want a PA, you should have a job description for
Yes.
her, but she ends up lacing your shoes
Yes. Yes.
because you are the boss. She ends up taking care of things that you know that totally. Okay, for instance, now you're an artist and I want to understudy you. So I come to you and ask to be your PA. I don't want to be doing makeup, doing, we must agree. People
Yes.
abuse labor a lot of times. Some people will come, I can't pay you. I, as a law graduate, had to work with someone for a whole year without pay. Because I just wanted to know the job. Because I knew that was what was obtainable in the market. Before they asked me, I was agreeing that, okay, I will come here. I will pay my fare to work.
Name a
and I
Bush
will
baby.
not understand.
That comedian, Bush Baby, or what's his name?
Hush Baby.
That's what he did, though. Before he has blown now.
No.
Excuse me, he paid his dues.
YK.
He paid his dues.
I know Hush's story. Me, I'm a fan of Hush. I know how Hush works. The way AY works is comedians.
Yes.
It's a different thing. The work is beyond, it's all the way home. They are pals.
Yes.
That's a different arrangement. These ones are guys. We know this is a lady story. This one is most likely a case of abuse. That's what I think.
Okay.
No.
Yes, go ahead, Kike.
Yeah, I understand that there should be, what's it called? I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, we all know that the work of a PA is extremely strenuous and there is no working hours attached to it. Do you understand? So if you are saying to me now that you are expected, you are thinking that because I'm working for you, do you understand? I'm going to close at 5 p.m. I'm sorry, you can't close at 5 p.m. because if I'm still working, do you understand?
But has that been communicated?
No.
Yes.
Has that been communicated? That's the thing.
Has that been communicated? I believe that for her to have gone into that industry, you should know the kind of job you are going into. Do you understand?
So now,
I can't
just because I have to work with you till when you close, does it mean that you will turn a blind eye to a medical condition I came into the
a
job
medical
with?
condition that you knew
tell?
you had,
Did
there
you
was
tell
a
us?
pre-existing health conditions you had. Apart from that, she was of the opinion that she was lying on the sick bed and Waje didn't pay her hospital
So there's
bills.
also humanity.
Is there
There's
HMO,
also your job.
attached? Is there HMO attached to
You see,
her employment letter?
Nikike, you are buttressing my point 100%.
Okay,
Let me
hang
explain.
it. We can't hear
employment letter.
Nobody can hear anybody anymore.
Wait, let me explain.
Hang it there. Let me let Kemi come in here.
Yeah.
I know you're listening to them. Okay, Nima, go in. Nima, complete what you're saying, then I'll let Kemi come in.
Thank you. I work with you.
Yeah.
Some people call it parapo thing, but I think there must be that humanness of a boss to a staff.
Yes.
So the girl has a medical condition. One, you're the boss, you're the star and everything. You don't see to her. Sometimes you don't pay your PA as much as they're worth. Abroad, these things are well structured. So I'm working with you. I know you will give me a good salary that is worth my sweat. But here, it doesn't happen like that. Now the girl is in the hospital. The least you can do is assist in her medical bills. The least you are the star here.
Let me let Kemi come in here.
I disagree.
Star no get wahala.
I disagree.
Star no get
fully.
problem.
Star no get
I
wahala.
disagree.
Star dey block money from
But the star, the money they fall from tree because this guy is assisting her.
Not necessarily.
Let Kemi come in here.
I disagree. I disagree because I understand humanity is important, and as we must treat each other with respect. But if she's in the hospital, if the boss wants to help, it is the boss's
At her
prerogative,
will.
and it's her prerogative. Also, this person started working. It was like a month or two. It was probation.
1 month.
So stuff like that. When you find an employer who's taking roles in an employee's life, you'll see that employee has been working with that person maybe 1 year, 2 years.
Exactly.
My staff is in the hospital. I'm going to be there. There's trust.
Right.
There's a relationship that has been
I don't work my house
I
like
think
that.
also I just want to use another example. There are industries that require certain things, and you mentioned abroad. I remember this film, Devil Wears Prada. In The Devil Wears Prada with Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway, you see, like, Meryl Streep was the devil.
Yeah.
But that is what was obtainable in that industry. And Anne Hathaway was trying to get a leg in.
Okay,
So
Eventually, hard work.
Let's drive this conversation home because it's good to say all the various views. However, what's more important is for us to address young people today who are out there seeking for opportunities with stars because everybody wants to be a star. You know what I realized when I came into the industry? I realized something, that though people are in television and media, half of them want to be on TV.
Yes.
Initially, I just thought, someone likes to be producer, writer. Half the time, the slightest opportunity to get in front of the camera, everybody jumps at it. So I'm like, actually, you want to learn in the industry, but they're not willing to make that extra effort. So I want us to now start talking about young people, especially interns. For those to share some experiences that you had working with these people, what have you gone through? Because I remember when I was sent an intern, she was supposed to come in here, and I told her, listen, part of your job, aside from working with the producers, writing, you will make tea for the ladies on the show. In everything I said, all she had was tea. That she would make tea. Unfortunately, so now she was one of special advisors to the president on that. I think Abike Dari that sent her to me. So I now called her and said, "This is your girl, though. She's saying she cannot make tea." I said, "Don't mind her. When I was in NTA, I made tea for my boss. How can she say she cannot make tea?" So young people today don't want to make that kind of sacrifices. What experiences have you seen or have you heard about where young people are refusing to do the work, but yet they want the glam that goes with the job?
The same way we want them to do these things, the same way we tell them, know your value, know your worth, so the person is confused from beginning. I have people who assist me with my kids. When they fall sick, the first thing I do is take them to my hospital. I don't waste time with that. Not because that is showing the human nature of the kind of relationship we have.
Listen.
These people are in charge of my children. I must show them the kind of love they must reciprocate to my children.
Nima, we are not saying don't show them love.
Yeah.
My point is this. If you just started a job, you have not done the job 2-3 weeks, you are falling ill. It's not that Waje cannot say, okay, let me pay for your bill.
Can she control her falling ill, YK?
She cannot. No. She can't. She came with a pre-existing condition. She knew she had an ulcer. She could have said, I get ulcer pain or ulcer problems. So I might. So it would be Waje's prerogative to employ her or not. That's one. Two, you can help somebody who is ill that doesn't even work for you. I help people who are ill. They've never worked for me a day in their life. But what I'm trying to say is, don't assume and do not don't demand it.
Your expectation
That is why
the people that are working for you, they didn't start working for you last month.
Unfortunately,
Nima, I can assure you that if you had somebody who just came to work for you today, what of your driver? What of that your silly driver?
Do you know how long that one was?
And I think that it's extremely important for us to emphasize continuously that young youths today should put in hard work and be willing to learn on the job.
Okay.
Simple.
Do you understand?
Uncle, we have to go on a break. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So it's Freestyle Thursday. We're talking about another thing. Separation in every relationship is inevitable if it's not working out, but in a case where you need financial assistance, and it's only your ex who happens to be extremely rich after you guys broke up that can give that assistance to you, would you make that call? Join the conversation. You can call us on 070-806-68014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so you can read the tweet. I have a feeling some people are connecting with this story already, because in the studio, some people are already laughing. I don't know if it's because of the story, but have you ever been in that situation where you're in a fix and you know that, yes, this guy who has moved on with his life, now works in a bank, has a car, he's doing good stuff, and you are here, and you're just here. And look, you know what, I need to make this call, I need this financial assistant. Would you make that call? Let me let Kika go.
Yes.
You make the call.
Yeah, for me, I first of all, let me put this out there, that it's about, this applies to a friend in need. So
Not an ex in need.
No. It's about a friend in need, not necessarily because he's my ex. Do you understand? However, I also have to think about how we separated. Was it mutual? Because that is also very important. Not just that, I hope that the ex is not taking advantage of you, because sometimes you find out that your ex, who knows your emotions or feelings or whatever, could take advantage of your financial situation. Again, if I'm in a relationship or I'm married, do you understand? I believe that it is important for me to tell my husband before I can render such assistance to the person, because tomorrow it could come back to haunt me.
Even as a married woman, would you take money from your ex if you needed that? If you needed that money desperately?
If I needed that money desperately, I think so. Yes.
Okay, let me come to Kemi.
I would.
Let me come to Kemi.
I would.
Kemi, I see you smiling now.
I would.
All the grin on your face. If you have an ex, would you do it?
It's tough. It's tough because if the ex is my friend,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and we're really cool, and I'm in a situation,
Do you believe in Okafor's law?
once Debe, always Debe.
Like so so you've been
Once
there
Debe, always
because if there's
Debe.
something
Exactly.
if there's something that has
Exactly.
exchanged, you guys have been emotionally and intimate
Exactly.
with each other.
So that is-
and that situation happened. Doesn't put you
And
in
it-
that situation where you feel-
Well, like she said, if we're friends and the person has small character, a little bit of behavior, then the person shouldn't take advantage because the person knows you emotionally and knows the buttons to press.
And if the favor becomes a pattern,
Then there's a
now
problem.
there's a problem.
Okay, so if it's a one-off, it's okay.
If it's
Yeah.
a one-off, I
Let
don't.
me come to
I-
Nima.
I
A
don't
one-off.
think
Would you call your ex?
No, I would never. I don't even have an Okafor kind of ex, so I don't have. But the way I see these things, I see it as an insult to the person I'm with. So no
what
matter
if you
what
are
happens,
single? Not with
in
nobody.
fact, while you know I had a bad car last year, and my car kept breaking down at Oshodi. When people want Sheni, it used to break down at Oshodi Gbagada.
Maybe
all
it's
the
your
time.
ex that was there.
So there was this guy who was asking me out. And I kept saying to him, I consider what you're doing to me a disrespect to me and my husband. He didn't get the message. So one time he called me and said, please, will you stop calling me? I'm fixing car. You are not my problem. And then I got a message from him saying, just send me your account number. Let me help you sort out this car. Just deleted the message and blocked the number and sat down there.
And you still having
And
cars
I
that are
had
breaking
just
down.
4,000
Your
naira
car is
in
still
my
breaking
account.
down.
It's the mentality. I had just 4,000 naira in my account, and I was still having an argument with my husband that who's going to fix this car? And he was like, hey, every day, this guy, I'm even tired. But in that arrangement, the consideration for the guy was not even the thing on my mind because I still consider it a disrespect. If you give him that length, it will go a mile.
Let me take this
That's
call.
the way I
from-
see it.
Let me take this call. Gerald, are you there? Thanks for calling. Vera, actually. Vera,
Yeah,
are
hello,
you there?
hello, good morning. Yeah, I'm
Morning.
there.
Go ahead, please.
Hello, good morning.
We can hear you. You're live. Go ahead. You're live. Go ahead, Vera.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, for me, it depends on the ground at which you both have parted ways. It depends on the ground at which you both have parted ways.
Right.
It depends on the ground at which both parties have
she's
parted
waiting
ways. You can always ask your ex for help. It doesn't matter. Every relationship does not need to lead to marriage. But if you part ways, you should understand that you guys are meant to be.
Okay, thank you. Let me come to Waike. Waike, what are your views on this?
Me, I need help. I don't need help. I will ask you for help. Once you're my ex, you're my ex. Hello. Joe. Oh, she transfer some.
Waike!
Excuse me. Everybody is different.
Okay, me, I don't believe
You
that
cannot marry
one.
my husband.
Well,
The fact that
excuse me.
my husband even sees the
Everybody-
number, the
if-
person's number
yeah.
on my phone, it's enough. Why are you still calling this
My
guy?
partner even quarrels with me. But what nonsense? It's just help now. I don't need anything from here except cash.
Seriously.
Cash. It's a matter of cash.
Seriously,
But excuse me.
So you can call me
If
there.
my
Okay,
ex,
okay,
let me
okay,
ask you this question.
Yes.
If my ex now becomes president or governor,
Oh, Dangote.
my one number yẹn jáde ni.
Okay, Kike, let me come in.
Seriously, Waike, jokes apart.
Principles,
Morayo,
yes.
we are trying to establish principles. Waike, as
Prissy?
as
Can I say
as
something,
funny what
Nima?
Waike is saying here,
Yes.
it's important that women, when you're called a married woman, you must maintain certain standards.
Right.
I can take a call from someone I dated in school and we gist. That's different. Once I'm in a fix, you don't want to give them go to them when you're vulnerable.
Right.
People are who they are. I think that relationship should be maintained as it is already.
Let me take the call from Yakub, then I'll come to Kike, then I'll come to Kemi. Yakub, are you there?
Why
Yeah,
can't-
Mariah, I'm there.
Please
Good
go
morning.
ahead. Thanks for
Another
calling.
thing.
Yeah, thank you very much. Sister Ellie, good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Yeah, this first topic is an interesting one. Morayo, it depends. For example, the truth must be seen here. For me, let me use myself as an example, please. For me, I have a 2X. Are you getting it?
Okay.
Before I got married. The first one, up to today, for the fact that we don't have something in common again, I'm still helping her. And then she also helped me as well. Because sometimes, if I need something that I know, she has. Because it's one of the ladies that is hardworking class one. I do call her. Sometimes she do call me as well. And then we help each other. But the second one, I would never, even though she called me, I would never. I've already crossed my mind for that because it depends how you go each other.
Okay, point taken. Thank you very much, Jacob. Let me come to Kike. Go ahead.
From
But Erekini,
based on what the caller just said now, so what he has established is if there's a mutual breakup between the both of them, yes, you would render help to the person that they have mutual breakup with. However, I'm not saying that you cannot get help from your own partner. Like Nima said, there are some principles that women or married women, so to speak, must guide themselves with. Do you understand? And as at today's date, while I agree that we should be of assistance to one another and we should be each other's keeper, regardless whether I've dated you before or not, do you understand? I believe that I should tell my partner, I should tell my husband and carry him along because the question is, let's flip it around. If your husband was in the same situation, would you like it? I don't think that if my husband tells your husband his ex, do you understand? No. Nima, let me say something to you. And I think I should use myself as an example now. Do you understand? And my husband's ex rang him for an assistant. Do you understand? And my husband felt that it's his duty to inform me. Do you understand? It's not just, it's respecting you. Right. Because at the end of the day, he's not supposed to tell you.
Let me let Kevin jump in here for a second.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to throw some spanner
in the wheel.
In the wheel. Yeah. Like, what about single people? Right. Like, so there's a way married women have to behave. There's a way married women have to behave. There's a principle of married women. What about regular people? What about guys? Well, I don't know.
Excuse me. I just need to say something. It's not only ex. If you have chased me before. If you have chased me before. You chased me, we didn't even do anything. Listen, if you chased me before, and I hear you have money, I will call you. Bam. I'm just telling you. You see me, I don't want to be lying.
Pause for a second. See. Now, would you like Uncle Theo to be reaching out to his ex for financial assistance? Would you like that?
No, excuse me.
Excuse me now.
Excuse me. If you remember,
yes,
when my partner's ex came into the picture, I did not say anything. He was helping her, I didn't say anything. It was when that help became another help that it became a problem. See, there is nothing wrong with helping.
Why would you allow the help, the small help?
No, I said,
it will become a big help.
Why are you turning it upside down? Why are you turning it upside down? I said there is help and there is help. Don't help me downstairs. Help me upstairs. Do you understand me there? Don't help me downstairs.
It's the staircase that takes you upstairs that brings you down. It's not climbing staircase back downstairs that I say, okay, destroy the staircase. Let's staircase not back. Now, if we were single, to Kemi's question, that's a different thing. The likelihood of us making up and, ending up married is there.
It's still possible.
So, that one, even me, I'll be calling you. How you do? But once you come into that thing, there's this mutual, it must be respected enough. When your husband is there, when he's not there, he must have that confidence that I know the woman I'm married. But you see, like Kike said, our men now have this sense of entitlement that because I'm the man, I will just be respecting you to tell you. Okay. See, your guy, don't try it. If I find out.
All right, let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up this conversation. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So we have loads and loads of tweets. YK, you ready?
Yes, Pauline Oruhone says, if we are not in enmity, why can't I ask for help? I won't ask him if I don't need it, and I don't know how he can help. Then PJ Comedian says, collect money from ex. Chai, this one is strong. However, it will bring me a little discordance between you and your spouse. But if you are single and you guys are still friends, why not? At Akashat Zibiri, yours was different. That guy in a correct toaster. Good morning, ladies.
Akiwumi Femi says, great topic. I would definitely do it, but when it's coming from a bad ex, I would never. This recently happened to me, and I need to do it because no one knows tomorrow.
All right, let me come to Lala now because I know you're working on something. What are you working on now?
It's my one-woman show. Yay!
Yay! When is it?
My one-woman show. It's called Naked.
Okay, I
And
saw the billboard.
it's running for the second time. We open tomorrow, and it's a one-woman show about a woman and her journey through life.
Wow, fantastic.
So how is the cast supposed to be? One woman show?
It's only me.
Only one
person.
Yeah, it's just
So
one.
tell us, how did you...
Pity for your ear.
Mogbo. How did you, it's strange.
Well, in a performer's life, at a point, I feel like everybody needs to do a one-woman show. And last year into this year, I was in a, sometimes you feel stuck creatively and you're like, I want to do more. I want to do more. And the production Naked is a co-production. So my co-producer, Brenda Uhoho, and Kenneth Uhoho were like, Lala, look, it's time to do a play of your own, this and that. And I was like, okay. And then they go, no, you have to bear it all, because if you check it now in storytelling and in filmmaking, vulnerability and truth are very strong. People, the audience, they want to see, they don't want the masks anymore.
Yeah.
People want, they want to know your soul, truth. And I was very nervous about it. And I remember Brenda saying, you know what, Titi is going to write it. Titi Lokwe Shonuga, she's a poet and a writer. And so we started this journey. And then I spent days, just talking to Titi about my life, growing up, my experiences, my ups, my downs, my days of paying my dues, and buying food for my seniors on Okada. And all these stories. And then we came up with this piece called Naked, and it ran for the first time at the Lagos Theatre Festival in March this year, and we're rerunning this weekend.
Wow, fantastic.
That's interesting.
At the Co Hotel.
The co-hotel,
Yes,
fantastic.
in
How
the
much is the gate fee?
10,000 naira.
Hey, whoa.
Let me take this call from James from Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom is trending, no?
Insult to the husband.
Sorry?
If your husband is not somebody that is understanding, the person may think otherwise. So I think the best thing is, to cut your clothes according to your size. And before you know, things will unfold.
All right,
But if you go,
James, let me ask you this question. If your ex is like
it
maybe the
may
president or the
mean something
governor.
else.
Sorry?
And it may end up affecting the marriage if your husband is not somebody that is
Okay.
considerate.
All right, thank
So
you very much.
all
James.
lies on, the wife being, comfortable, contented with what the husband has,
Right.
and manage a little that God has given them with that.
Wow,
They will be able to cope.
Okay,
That
thank
is
you,
my
James.
own opinion on it.
Can your ex come to the show?
Oh, yes. Buy
So
tickets.
you can come.
That's
Yeah, that way your ex is contributing to your growth.
Ex, yeah, go. I'm sure the ex is in the story, is in the play.
All right, so we heard, talking about relationships, we heard one news from the grapevine. I don't know from where, that you and Chef Freg's are really, I just thought about, just to throw it out there. No
Nothing.
comment?
No comment.
Oh, Jesus.
Who is that?
Heard some hot gist. Chef, Chef Freg's that came on our show.
said she doesn't want to talk about it.
I'm not talking to her anymore. I'm talking to Ike now. The Chef Freg's that comes to our show once in a while. Back then, he used to come to Wake Up Nigeria. We just heard gist. But don't worry, let's move on to something else. Since she doesn't want to talk about
This
it.
is a stage play.
Yes,
It's
it's a stage play, it's theatre.
performance. So
Yes.
the play was put together by you.
Yes, and a team of people,
And
so
a
I'm not
team
the
of
only
people,
one.
okay,
Yes,
so-
it's
Sounds
written.
like vaginal monologue, but you alone.
Yes, it's me alone. It's written. I mean, it's my story, but Titi Lokwe Shonuga has put it into writing, the technical sides, and then with my director Kenneth, Brenda, my associate producer Oludara, we're daily. It's like a workshop every day. How are we going to do this? What are we going to do?
I was going to ask that, because we know, the cut and take again kind of thing that you have in films don't happen
No,
on stage.
it's
how
it's
have
live.
you been able to, put all this? Hope it wasn't difficult. You've been able to put it through,
I mean, there's
memorizing all
rehearsal,
your
there's
lines.
work,
Right.
and then
We have a stage play coming up, and I still don't know the line.
just
Let
the
me
way
take,
you're doing
let me
it,
take this
do
call
it.
from Chibuike. Chibuike, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Good morning.
Thanks. Go ahead, please.
I can only help my ex. Like, if it depends on what made us to
All these
to-
vindictive people.
to separate. You understand? Like if it's because of I was broke then that she now left me. Then now I have money that she's coming
You
back.
know,
for my-
Epa, she's no longer human.
Such is life now. Life happens. Hey.
Hey, like I was saying, what if it was when I was broke
Right.
that she left me? Now that I have money, like she will not come back to say let me help or something like that. No,
I
that
think you should help any human being.
Okay, thank you very much.
I need to read
Waike.
these tweets first, please. Adams Out said it's called pension fund.
I love it.
Do you understand? He's reading me. He says, when you are married, it's a no, but if otherwise, no bad blood about it as long as it's in good faith.
You married Dangote's son. Your ex. And you now say you start looking for somebody to collect. What rubbish is that?
You looking for what?
No, you're married, your ex is Dangote's son. And you're married to this nice, humble Christian guy. And you guys are now growing up together, you're building your wealth, and you guys got stuck somewhere. You think it's fair to call Dangote's son to help you?
It's very fair.
Mariah, I have some tweets. Andrew says, seriously, it's gross disrespect to the hobby for getting money from the ex. F.A. Oriabare says, Nima, thank you for your opinion. It's a big disrespect. Ladies are money. Life is all about principle and self-worth. Then Obina Olu has a question for me. Nima, what that means is that when you get such calls, you won't help. Now, for me, this is my own human nature. If it's within my power to assist the person, I would assist. But I would maintain the boundaries. That's what we
are not saying. Maintain boundary now.
It's me helping. It's not me asking for help now.
No. So you're agreeing with me now. So it is about maintaining boundaries and there should be transparency throughout, especially with your partner.
It's me helping.
All right.
Let's all be honest, though.
Okay, let's.
If your ex become president,
we have to round up.
I'm telling you, we find the number.
Okay, we have to round up. Let me let Lala tell us details about the event coming up so that we know where
So
to.
yes, Naked opens tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And our first show tomorrow actually is free to 50 young women. We've already picked them.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we've already picked them.
So me, I don't qualify.
Young women. Young women.
Up there, yeah, up there.
YK is not the face.
So because I also because my team and I also feel like this story should be heard by younger people as well, experiences shared, because nobody really talks about the mistakes they made or their failure stories. So the first show tomorrow at 4 p.m. will be free, and then from 7 p.m. we kick it till Sunday. Saturday 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m. Same on Sunday 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m.
We are going to be working.
It's I don't even know Mawashorisha. I don't know, but yes, but it's going to be great. We encourage everybody to come early. It's an intimate performance.
One of my issues with plays is that after that play, then what happens? Like, we just forget about it.
That's the thing. So Naked is going to go on tour. So we did it earlier in the year. We're doing it again. The plan is to take it around the country, around the continent, and around the world.
So those of our fans out there, you can actually watch it in different parts of Nigeria.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations.
You're actually a lovely actress.
Yeah.
Beautiful, fantastic
We have to
actress.
round up. Thank you very much.
And my auntie Shafi,
So-
I think you should, her. Yeah.
All right, so we have to round up. Thank you very much for joining us on the show. If you're an ex, wait for that call. YK is going to call you. Your YK's ex.
No, you have changed
I've said it already.
Don't
If you're YK's ex, stand by. She's making that call.
she's
That's all
placing
we
a call
can
to
say.
you.
Have a fabulous day.
sir.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.